Katie. Thank you so much for joining us. So, what exactly are we talking about today? Give me the heads up.
Yeah, Hannah. So I've spent the morning. I traveled to two different high schools here in the Longview area. Not both weren't in Longview, but both were over here close to me. And I got to speak with two very talented high school students who are being recognized statewide in Austin for their artistic talents. So I spoke with two young students. One was a sophomore at Pine Tree. Her name's Emmeline Peters. She drew that right there with map colors, and that's like a colored pencil, and it's Western jewelry. And then this one is a picture of a golden retriever with a piano, and that was painted with acrylic paint by Abby Robertson. There she is with her art teacher at White Oak, Miss Kim, and they were able to submit those earlier back last year, and it's just now becoming, the competition's getting finalized and recognized. And so their artwork is in Austin now, and it's going to be hung up in the Bullock Museum down there. There's Emmeline explaining to me her creative process behind her artwork there. That was really cool to get to hear the behind the scenes of how it all came together, because there was a lot of detail within her poster that you wouldn't know. I mean, there was detail you could see, but the detail that went into the thought. And then Abby's doing the same thing here. She's just kind of walking me through everything that went into her thought process. These are art pieces she's been recognized for before. She's won top awards for these. These are not the art pieces that are going to be in the Bullock Museum by her, but that one's already in Austin. And so this is just her showing me other things that she's done that have gotten high recognition from people in the art community. And that one right there, that is a felt art piece that she did. I've never seen anything like that. And just to be so young and that creative. And fun fact about Abby here, she is going to college to be a bio major. So she wants to be a doctor one day. And she's just really good at this art stuff on the side. And Emmeline wants to be an architect and bring some of that artistic beauty back into buildings that we see around town and things like that. So very bright futures ahead of both of these girls. They both have big plans and things that they want to do. But if you notice, both of their artwork, Emmeline's is about Western jewelry, and then Abby's is a pet. And so they both kind of told me, they were like, surprisingly, both of these categories, there's not necessarily a category, but both of those types of artwork do the best in this competition. So they kind of leaned into that, and they both did Western and they both did pets. But then also, the fun part about this is, even though their work's already being recognized and it's going to hang in a museum down in Austin at the Capitol, if it is loved beyond that, it can hang in the governor's mansion down in Austin. So what'll happen here is, we started with about over 500 entries. Those were whittled down by I want to say about 150 voters, and to be around 160 art pieces. Those are headed towards the Bullock Museum across the state of Texas. And now Greg Abbott's wife is going to look through those 160 Bullock entries and pick out her top 14 favorites. And those will hang in the governor's mansion. They'll hang around the mansion, but one will go in his office and one will go in her office. So very special honors up on the table here. And fun fact about White Oak is that last year, their senior, her artwork was chosen to be in Greg Abbott's office. So if you are ever in his office for any reason and you see a painting of Highland cows in sunflowers, that was painted by an East Texas student right here in White Oak.
That is remarkable. Both amazing students, all on their own with their different techniques. I think East Texas is going to be proud no matter how they do in this competition. I think
Yeah.
it's just a staple of how absolutely excellent our students are and how creative they are. I mean, like you said, the felt peacock, amazing.
I know, she held that up and I was like, "You made that?" And she was showing me what went on behind it and how it was all pieced together, and I was just blown away. And then also, outside of these two students, just the artwork in the classroom as a whole was incredible. There are so many talented students at both of those schools and at many schools in East Texas, and I got to see a glimpse of it today, and it was just absolutely incredible.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for bringing it to our attention. I can't wait to hear more. Thank you so much, Katie Parker.